How's it going, friends? Today I have a special treat for you guys. So I recorded an interview that I did in the Netsphere Discord with a guy named Caleb who reached out to me to share his really unusual Shopify store that was running and nearly an 80% margin, which is pretty unheard of. So I took the time to really dissect his business with him and his background, his experience, and it turned into an extremely valuable conversation. We even talked about acquisitions and just some really crazy stuff that I'm sure you guys will love. And I also wanted to take this time to officially launch the Netsphere Mastermind. So this is something that I've been testing out for about a month now. Netsphere is basically my brand. It's a Discord server as well. We've been having a ton of fun in there, and there has been a mastermind within it, which I've called Tier 2. That's the Netsphere Mastermind, and in there you can find people from all ranges, even millionaires, and I'm consistently bringing in interesting people to interview. And of course, I'm extremely active in that group as well. It's really one of the coolest things I've built in the last few months. And for the first 100 people that want to join, the price will only be $15 a month, and you can lock in that price forever. So this is an amazing opportunity if you're trying to really get involved in not only the e-commerce space, but just like the hustle space, really, when it comes to NFTs, crypto. We really talk about everything in there. And a lot of the members have already 10x the initial investment that it required to get into Netsphere. So if you want to work a little bit closer to me and join our community, I would really love to have you. I decided to separate the Discord subscription from the course. So now you don't have to pay a subscription to buy the course anymore as well. If you do want to buy our e-commerce course, that'll be available as a one-time payment again. And this way I can really focus in on the Discord community, which again has just been so fun to be a part of. But I just wanted to mention that in quick. Make sure you guys check that out, and I'll leave you guys to it. Enjoy the interview. This is only the second time we've done this so far, so everything's still a little bit new.
I know it's weird being on Discord, but
do you use Discord much?
Only for NFT and crypto stuff.
Oh, cool. Okay, so we'll probably get into that later in the video. But all right, welcome everybody. Welcome to another roundtable. So today I got someone pretty special. I got Caleb Mattis, and we got a lot to talk about. Yeah. So Caleb, right away, I guess we can just get into it. So you reached out to me. You mentioned that you've watched some of my content and that you've recently been really killing it with a really unusual kind of Shopify brand.
Yes.
So first things first, I guess, can you describe the business that you're running right now on Shopify?
Yeah, so a little bit of context, a little bit of backstory. I've been in marketing for about 2.5 years. I dove straight in with a supplement brand, did that for a little bit, really liked it, scaled it. And then I wanted to do it over and over and over again. So I started a business where I basically micro-acquired different e-commerce brands and then scale them up. So I recently acquired a brand that I'm super, super stoked about. It's very unconventional, like you said. It is a tortilla brand. So we sell tortillas. The elevator pitch, I guess, is we sell homemade flour tortillas that are shipped from Mexico the day you order them.
That's so cool.
That's the elevator pitch. When I acquired the brand about 6 months ago, they were doing like $30,000 a month in revenue. And that was straight subscription. That was their model. But they didn't have anything set up on the back end. They didn't have Facebook ads, no TikTok ads, basically no online marketing. It was all word of mouth. Wow. So I acquired them, had just started Facebook ads, started TikTok ads, Klaviyo, email flows, all of that. And right now we're currently doing about $100,000 a month in revenue.
Oh my gosh.
And it's just been absolutely crazy.
I bet
so
the
a big inspiration.
High too, right?
Oh, 100%. It's just salt, water, and like vegetable lard. That's about it. So the margins are insane. And I mean, a big inspiration for me has been seeing your videos over the past couple of years, just talking about how easy it is to scale a brand online and how it doesn't have to be, an iPhone or some special product. It can be anything. You can literally scale anything on brand. All you have to do is make a good story about it, make it compelling, make it sexy, and scale it. That's it.
Dude, that's so cool. So I'm really curious now. This is the first time we've talked as well. So like I have so many ideas already. So my first question is how did you find this brand? Like how did you find this brand to acquire?
Oh, sorry, you cut out there. What was that?
I said, so how did you find this brand? And you said you acquired it. So I'm just wondering, like, where did you even find it in the first place to even acquire it?
Yeah, great question. So I'm a part of a lot of masterminds, a lot of groups just like this, and these groups are so valuable. People come in looking for expertise, looking for that quick little hack to get into the next level. So I'm in a ton of groups, tons of masterminds too, and just from there, just from being around, being in these communities, talking in them, giving value, providing value, people reach out and they want help.
Interesting. So somebody in a mastermind reached out to you like, hey, I got this tortilla brand. We're looking to grow, and wow, like it just fell on your lap
Yep.
like that. That's pretty awesome.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, I'm a big believer in like whatever you give, like comes back times 10. So I'm sure you believe in that as well.
Definitely.
Giving back and it coming back. I mean, you do that with your YouTube channel all day, every day, just giving back and it comes back.
Yeah, I agree with you, bro. And I mean, exactly. And lately even more, I've been kind of thinking the same along the lines of like looking at brands that are up and coming that have things that like they're already established, and they have things that, could be improved. And maybe, kind of like positioning myself in a way to acquire a brand or improve the brands in some way. So, man, that's incredible. I actually didn't know that you acquired
Exactly.
it. Like, I thought that you started this whole thing. So that's even cooler to me.
No, yeah, I own. So my business is called Driven. Basically, I find these e-commerce brands that are up and coming. They need help with marketing. I know nothing about operations, product development, nothing. But marketing is my expertise. So I'll find these brands and I'll pitch them. I'll say, look, I'll coach you for whatever it is a month, 5K, 6K a month, for 3 months. And then usually by the end of that term, they reach out to me saying, hey, I need you to actually do the thing, not coach me on how to do the thing.
Yeah.
And so that's when I come in with the offer, okay, look, I want X% of equity and I'll do it for you instead of coach you.
Yeah. That's a genius model, bro, because then you always have like a pipeline of new brands. First of all, paying you to teach them and then like making you a part of the whole team. Like that's amazing.
100%, yeah. Because when you start coaching them, they actually realize like how much goes into it. Like it's not as simple as turning on Facebook ads, right? There's a whole lot that goes in the back end. And so once you coach them for a couple of months, they realize, oh man, there's a lot of work. It's not as easy as he makes it seem. So that's when they, offer the equity.
That's just incredible, man.
Wow. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
How long have you been running this Driven business?
Yeah, so when I first got into marketing, my buddy and I, we owned a supplement company. And so we scaled that pretty high, and then we kind of parted ways. And that's when I started about 9 to 10 months ago. And then since then, I've just been trying to acquire as many brands as possible. The big vision, the big goal is in 5 years, I want to own a portfolio of e-commerce brands doing $35 million a year in revenue.
Wow.
So that's a big 5-year goal. So
and you just started like a year ago, not even.
Yeah, not even a year ago.
Wow. And can I ask how many brands do you have in your portfolio so far?
Yeah, right now there's only 3. And so I think I spread myself too thin. Right now it's just me and one other guy. So I really need to focus on the 3 I have and not spread myself more thin. That was a big mistake, just that being young and that shiny penny syndrome, I guess.
Oh man, I can relate to that all too well, especially
100%.
with when you have like a drop shipping background, you're kind of almost like in the mindset of like finding the new winning product, like trying to find the next big thing.
Catch that wave, yeah.
Exactly.
Definitely.
So I if you don't mind me asking, like, how does the equity deals work in terms of your percentage? So, you coach a brand and they want to then actually like bring you into the team. Like, what sort of percentages do you ask for?
Yeah, usually, I mean, it depends on how much I'm going to be involved. If I'm going to take the whole CEO or just a CMO route, but usually it's like 15 to 30%. Some brands or 2 brands I have 15, the 1 brand I have 35%. So that's really like the threshold. And the pitch basically is, don't just give me the equity, I want to earn it. And so we set a KPI and I say, once I hit that KPI, once it's 3,000 orders in a month or 60K in revenue for a month or whatever that KPI is, once I hit that KPI, I then acquire ownership of the brand. So it's structured as like sweat equity.
Yeah, I love that. That's genius, man. I never thought of it like that. For example, I've seen agencies that are crushing it now because their model is like you don't pay until you make money, or like a percentage of ad spend, right? Like it's models that are kind of like no brainers for the brand.
There's no risk,
right? And this is kind of like this a very similar process, but for actual equity, like wow.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Amazing, man. So you said your goal now is to, build a portfolio of companies that do 35 million a year. And you also said that you're kind of spreading yourself thin. Like, do you think it would be best for you as of right now to just like do 35 mil with the brands that you're running right now? Or do you think you will have to like continue to acquire more brands?
I definitely will have to continue to acquire more brands. Some of the brands that I work with currently, there's sort of a cap on them as far as like production and supply chain goes. So I'll have to acquire definitely more brands, but I will need to build first a team. That's something I didn't think about going into this. I thought it was just, I can do it, me. But that is definitely not the case. A team is a big part of this. So I need to focus more on my team and then go out and acquire more.
Wow.
More e-commerce brands.
For sure. I could definitely see that. You said it's just you and your partner?
Yep.
So just two people. Just
two people. Yeah.
Dude, that is awesome, man. That's so inspiring. Like I truly did not expect to have this conversation with you. I thought like this was just like a little, small business that you started, that you like grew with ads or whatever. But like this is a whole different level of like stuff that I did not expect. So I'm just like so.
Oh yeah, we're doing extremely well, and I mean I owe all my success to like YouTube. I always tell people I have a YouTube degree. Like that's all you have to do. If you're hungry, you want to learn something, you dive into YouTube. You find people like yourself, people like Hayden Bowles on YouTube, and you just learn. Yeah,
dude, I love that, and I'm so bullish on YouTube, man. Like, I think it's only going to continue to get better. Only, more. What I see a lot now is like a lot of crazy high-level CEOs want to be YouTubers. And YouTubers want to be high-level CEOs. So it's kind of cool. And I'm starting to see, for example, Davey Fogarty. He's like the CEO of the Davey Group, which is like a portfolio of companies. They have the Udi, Calming Blankets, a couple other like Australian brands, and they do like 200 million a year.
Gosh.
So, or maybe not 200 million a year, but they've done 200 million in revenue. So, man, that stuff is so inspiring, and he's creating YouTube videos like consistently now, which is just like mind blowing to me.
Yeah, that's funny.
So have you thought about that at all? Like, do you have any like social media presence at all? Or?
That is a great question. That's honestly one of my bigger goals for 2022 is focus a lot more on my personal presence.
Nice.
Personal brand, so Instagram, YouTube, especially Twitter. I want to be very involved in Twitter. I'm very bullish on Twitter.
Yeah, dude, Twitter is huge. And now that actually 100%. Gets me to another topic. You mentioned, you're a part of a lot of like crypto, NFT type of stuff. How involved are you like in that space?
So I am nowhere near an expert in that space, but I would like to be. Hence why I'm in, tons of Discords, tons of Twitter threads, and all that. But I'm super excited about it. I think it's the future. I don't know if you follow Taylor Welch, but he's like my number one mentor in all things business, and he's getting into Web 3.0 and NFTs and all that.
Really?
So my goal is to be more involved. I just don't quite understand all of it yet.
Yeah, well, I think the best thing that you can do, like, to start is just learn, not make, especially in this space, like, it's easy to make irreversible mistakes. It's a better idea to learn and, take your time with it. Who did you say that was? Taylor Welch?
Taylor Welch.
Oh, Taylor Welch.
Yeah, I could probably.
I'll definitely look
group
him
chat
up.
Here?
Sounds interesting.
Oh yeah, he's a stud for sure.
So something I'm thinking about now is like I'm also learning as much as I possibly can about NFTs and Web3 and blockchain, and like I just heard actually yesterday Shopify announced the news that you'll be able to sell NFTs on the platform. So I'm just like,
I saw that.
Like I'm like that opens up another like faucet of ideas where I'm like, how can I integrate blockchain into my brands, like into e-commerce?
I know,
So
it's
that's
crazy. Can you imagine like going to Fashion Nova or Gymshark, and in one place you can buy your t-shirts, your pants, your shorts, and also you can buy their NFT. Like in one, you don't have to go to OpenSea or anything. It's just in one place.
That would be
Crazy.
just, I mean, that's happening. That's what's going on right now. So,
Yes.
man, so I guess one thing for you, maybe like as a device, like in the future for acquiring brands, like maybe looking for digital, like brands already involved in the space. I feel like that would be a hack, especially
That's a
because
great
of
idea.
valuations and stuff. Like,
100%.
so that's definitely something that I would be looking into. I mean, I'm gonna be looking into acquiring brands too after this, man. Like you got me so inspired.
Oh, I know.
That's so cool.
It's honestly a lot of fun too, because I mean, you've already done it, and once you've done it at least once, you can do it again.
Right.
But that much faster because you don't have to learn. You've already done the learning, so it's just implement.
Exactly.
And
Like
you'll be surprised.
I find the hardest part, like you said, is like product development. Like that's literally the
Yes.
hardest part. But when it comes with a lot of brands, like they got it dialed in. They just don't know the marketing side of it, the digital marketing side,
Exactly.
which is, I mean, I don't think it's like you. It's kind of like what I am better at than product development. Like it's actually hard
Yep.
to build a really high quality product.
100%. And I've learned most of this stuff from you, but you'd be surprised how many stores you can find online that have thousands, probably like tens of thousands of monthly visitors, and they have no Facebook pixel. And you're just like, that's
Yeah.
that's marketing 101. You have to have that installed, right? And so there's so much low hanging fruit that you can just go to these brands and be like, look, you need
Yeah.
Facebook ads. You need this email flow. And they just don't know because they started 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And they just don't have that. They don't know.
Damn, yeah, like thinking about a brand from 10, 15 years ago, I mean, even from your perspective, like getting equity in a brand like that is so powerful. Not only can you
100%.
grow it, but like the valuation of that company is going to be insane because of like the heritage.
Exactly. The community is already there. That's the hardest thing to build, especially nowadays, is the community. And if that's already there, man,
Yeah.
gold mine.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, that's so cool. So let me just get like a timeline. So you had your supplement brand with your current partner, correct? Or was that a different?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Current.
How long ago was that you started that first supplement company?
That was about 2 years ago.
Okay, wow. So you've been moving very quickly
Yeah.
with all this. How old are you? Just out of curiosity.
22. 22.
Oh my God. Wow. This world
Yeah.
is just
So,
crazy.
yeah, to give more context to that, graduated high school, and then straight from there, I went and served a 2-year mission for my church. So I lived in Mexico for 2 years, speaking Spanish, all of that.
Wow.
And then as soon as I got back, my buddy and I dove headfirst into his dad's supplement company. He had for 6+ years, but just couldn't grow it.
Yeah.
He was trying to do everything by word of mouth, and we hopped in. We got into Russell Brunson's ecosystem. So read .com secrets, expert secrets, traffic secrets, went through one funnel away, and really learned funnels and how to drive traffic. And so we tried it, and it worked, and we just kept going and going and going.
Wow. So is that what you still do? I think you showed me like the brand, the tortilla brand.
Yeah.
You had a funnel build out, so you use a lot of landing pages for your marketing.
Oh, 100%. I would say we drive like 100% of our traffic to landing pages and never to the actual Shopify store.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. So that's huge. That's
Yep.
that's a big percentage.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: when it comes to marketing your brands, are you like all in on Facebook ads, or are you doing TikTok ads or any other?
Yeah. So I used to have all my eggs in one basket, and that basket was Facebook.
Yeah.
Right up until iOS 14 hit, and that really took a hit on all of my brands.
Yeah.
And so I really started looking into Snapchat and TikTok. What's really hard is you have to have the brand. You have to have the right brand to do well on TikTok or Snapchat because it's really like a younger demographic. And so we started going hard on TikTok, Snapchat, and especially Google and YouTube.
Yeah.
I think Google is very underrated.
Google. Yeah. I agree. I mean, especially we're talking about YouTube. Like we're all bullish on YouTube. I mean, that's a faucet of Google ultimately.
Yep,
So I could definitely see that.
100%. 100%.
So are you running a lot of Google for all of your brands, or are like some better than others when it comes to that stuff?
Yeah, so the more unconventional, the more different brands we run on Google. So like the tortilla brand, for instance, like the SEO is like there's so much opportunity. Like
Yeah.
if you type in tortillas, you don't really see any sponsored ads by any other company. And so Google for that tortilla company is absolutely crushing it because the
Wow.
space is just blue. It's a blue ocean.
Yeah. So that's what makes it so profitable, right?
100%.
Amazing, amazing. So you've basically sort of mastered all of these platforms, Google, Facebook. How much would you say you're still spending on Facebook right now? Just out of curiosity, since everybody's dealing with this iOS stuff as well.
Yeah, so I'll talk about the tortilla brand because that's the most exciting brand.
Yeah.
That brand we're spending about $40,000 a month. We were spending close to like 60.
Okay.
But man, it took a hit once iOS 14 hit. We're trying to find a workaround, but it's still a little
Yeah. Have you tried
little
like
hard.
Hyros and all these other tracking softwares at all?
Yeah, yeah, we've tried High Rows and Wicked Reports and Magics and all of that, but it's still just it's pretty hard.
Yeah, I totally get that. But luckily, this is a brand that already had like existing demand, right? You said you have a subscription model integrated. Are you still doing that?
Yeah. Yeah. So right now, basically the model is for Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat. We're running a free plus shipping ad to a landing page on ClickFunnels with OTOs and upsells. And the last upsell is, hey, you get it on subscription. You're gonna love it. I promise you're gonna love it. So just get it on subscription now and save 20% the rest of your life. And if they don't take that offer, as soon as they get their tortillas, a day later, there's an email that goes out saying, "Hey, do you want a subscription?" And so it's acquires many customers as we can with that free plus shipping offer, and then send them to subscription.
Yeah. Wow, that's super clever. And you're using ClickFunnels now for your landing pages, or are you trying out other apps?
ClickFunnels all the way.
Wow. Okay. That's interesting because I know there's a lot of, I mean, landing pages are super powerful. And I know that a lot of people use gem pages. I use Shogun on my Shopify pages or
Okay.
brands
Yeah.
to like build out like a nicer looking landing page. Like that's more conversion optimized. So that's cool that, you're using ClickFunnels. That's kind of like the OG.
Exactly. Yeah, there's so many benefits to landing pages, but the biggest one for ClickFunnels is we can do post-purchase upsells. And you can't do that quite yet on Shopify. You can't do that on gem pages. So ClickFunnels, somebody can buy, then right after they buy with one click of a button, they can add more things to their cart.
Yeah,
And so
yeah. I remember that.
the average order value just increases by like 10x.
Wow. That's huge. I mean,
Oh yeah,
that makes or break your profitability, literally.
100%.
Wow. Amazing. So now out of curiosity, when it comes to crypto, like what are you, everybody loves crypto right now. Like everybody's kind of, obsessed. So what are you mainly looking at when it comes to crypto investing?
When it comes to crypto, I recently started geeking out the past week over like trying to buy some mining machines.
Oh, okay.
I've been, yeah, that's been very, very enticing for me. So besides the mining, so NFTs. I haven't really got into like the whole meme coins or altcoins, any of that quite yet, but definitely NFTs. More for like the community.
Right.
Like I'm pretty sure you're very in depth in NFTs, but like what's behind the NFT is super valuable.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
like the Bored Ape Yacht Club isn't just a picture of a monkey, but like with that picture of the monkey, you get access to so many things. Like, and so that's what entices me about NFTs is like what comes with the picture, what comes with the token.
That's interesting, man. I love getting like a deep dive into your mindset here because, for example, like if you ask the majority of people, hey, like what are you interested in when it comes to crypto? Like 1% will say crypto mining. Like that right away, that just shows me like You're just like a very unique type of guy. So that's
Yeah,
super
thank
cool.
you.
And I agree with you as far as the NFTs is like, it's not necessarily about the picture itself. It's just like what that represents, what that gives you access to. And you know, I got this book right here, Token Economy, and it kind of highlights a lot of you know those things. And I'm like I told you earlier, I'm constantly trying to find ideas to integrate, you know, blockchain or NFTs even into like what I'm doing. So I'm glad that you said that, because a lot of people also are like, oh man, it's just pictures, like it's just JPEGs, like that's a scam, whatever.
Yeah,
I think they don't understand.
It's a bubble or something. Yeah, They don't understand.
Yeah.
It's the future.
Yeah, it really is. So when it comes to brands, you're still out in the market to buy more, right? Because you want to get to that goal of 35 million a year. Are you just doing what worked before? Like you're just active in groups, seeing like who needs help, or how are you doing it?
Yeah, so right now I took a little pause on like acquiring e-commerce brands just to grow my team first. But the next big step is to make digital courses. So make like a Facebook course, an email course, maybe a TikTok course, and sell those online. So run ads to sell those, and that will fuel the ecosystem. So at the end of the course, there'll be a little offer saying, hey, book a call with my team and we'll see how we can help your brand. So on that call is where we pitch them, hey, we can coach you. Then after the coaching ends up, hey, we want to acquire your brand. So instead of me actively having to go out and find these brands, they'll come to us by our courses.
Wow, that's very clever, man. Then you're building this like your own funnel, like this whole like cycle.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Beautiful. That's awesome. So I'm definitely gonna take notes on that, because like I told you, it's just really funny that we had this conversation today, because as of recently, I've been thinking about like, man, I really want to be a part of like, I see so many cool products that I want to, and brands that are up and coming, and I want to be a part of it in some way. But I haven't like actually, you know, dove into it, because I have no idea how. Like I don't know anybody that is like acquiring brands actively and like how they're doing it.
Yeah.
So this has been like extremely helpful for me so far.
Awesome.
Wow. Well, again, I think that's pretty good. I think we should maybe wrap it up there. I'm honestly thinking of just posting this on YouTube. Like this has been just an amazing conversation in my opinion. So
no, it has. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, and I would just, you know, let me know after this, like your socials. I'll link everything. I mean, you can even say it right now if you want.
Yeah, honestly, social, I am not on it very, but it should be Caleb_Matthias pretty much on everything. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook,
Sweet.
All that.
Sweet. That's awesome. Well, thanks again, man, for coming on here. I'm sure I recorded this, so people will definitely see this, and I'm just super hyped about it. Awesome. Thanks again for
Absolutely,
joining.
Man. Yeah, I appreciate it. Let's stay connected.
Yeah, I would love that. You're part of this group now, so you know you got the tier 2
badge.
Heck yeah. That means a lot within this community. So
well, cool, man.
All right, you have a great rest of your day, and everybody else, you guys as well.
Likewise.
All right.
We'll see ya.
Peace. All right, guys. So let me know of any questions that you may have. And I really hope that you enjoyed this interview. It really was a great time. And, you know, I would encourage you guys to watch this over again if there were some things that you missed. There was so much value to be had in here. And I'm excited to continue to post these interviews that I have with people in Netsphere. Again, the subscription is officially launched, so you can actually join now and you can lock in this current price for the next 100 people. That's it. After that, the price will be going up forever. It's never going to be this low again. But with that said, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more, drop a like, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Peace.